make a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling.
Hey guys, it's Nick Atkin on SCMP MMA. This is the South China Morning Post in Hong Kong, and I have got a guest that is Josh Tonna over in Australia. Josh, how's everything going?
Yeah, good mate. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Yeah, so you are preparing for a main event at One Championship Reign of Dynasties, October 9th against Sam-A Gaiyanghadao. How is all the preparation going?
Yeah, it's been good, man. We've just finished. Got a few more days when we head over there. We're heading over tonight, but all the prep's done, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to bring in this on screen back from February, the last time out. Yeah, what was it like? I'm just going to play it. You knocked out absolute British veteran Andy House, and just talk us through that moment. It must have been pretty sweet.
Man, yeah. I just reacted sort of. We had a plan of kneeing, kicking his body, and it just happened. We didn't really plan for it. Just sort of went with what happened.
Yeah, and was there an element of frustration, after kind of moving down to that strawweight Muay Thai and then getting that huge win, and then the pandemic happens? It kind of killed your momentum a little bit.
Yeah, couldn't do anything about it. I did have a fight lined up with a Spanish kid, Alejandro Rivas, in Vietnam, but yeah, that just stopped that. However, it didn't really deter me. I was focused, and I knew I'd get this fight sooner or later with Sam-A.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked out pretty well for you, hasn't it? What's it like? Is there any pressure taking on such a legend of the game?
Man, we're just approaching it like any other fight. I'm sure he's got a big name, but I think I step up to when there's pressure. I think I do my best work when it's a hard fight.
Yeah, you must be, I guess, the underdog in a lot of people's eyes. What would you say to people who are doubting you or don't expect you to pull off what would be a shock win, I guess, in their eyes?
Man, you can think what you want, but I'm coming to win. I'm coming to fight hard. I've only prepared to crush it.
So what's it been like? I think you're in Sydney, is that correct? No. Canberra, yeah. All right, you're in Canberra. How have the restrictions been with the pandemic? How have you been able to get a decent training camp in? Have you been able to get around some of those restrictions with the lockdown?
We were pretty lucky. We only had 6 or 7 weeks in lockdown. Before that, we had preparing for Andy. We had really bad bushfires, and they were saying that Canberra was one of the most polluted places on earth just because of the smoke. But yeah, after the lockdown, we were fine. We were back into training, and yeah, we knew that something would come sooner or later.
So you've been able to get your regular amount of training partners in and everything to keep you as sharp as you normally would be without any restrictions? Yeah,
we were fine, man.
I guess has it been worse in other cities in Australia? I think Melbourne's been hit pretty hard, hasn't it?
Yeah, Melbourne, New South Wales were done pretty badly. But yeah, Melbourne's the worst for sure. I think the whole industry shut down there.
Really? Do you have any idea when it may maybe open up again?
I have no idea, Kieran. Do you know when? You know when it's going to get opened up?
I think Melbourne it's day by day. Victoria it's day by day.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, good thing you're in Canberra then. So yeah, you're heading out in a few days. I don't think I'm allowed to say where the fight's going to be yet because it hasn't been officially announced. But what's the process been like to? How are you? What did you have to go through a process to get into that country?
Yeah, Kieran has been looking after all that. Thank God, because I'm pretty tired. We have to be a little bit extra organised. A few more sort of hoops to jump through, but yeah, we're all good.
Will there be a quarantine when you get there for a few days or something?
Yeah, where we have to get to the sort of bubble, the athlete bubble that we're in separately in separate cars, and then I think we have to stay maybe 2 or 3 days just till we get our COVID results back. We'll get tested when we're there, and then we just have to stay in the hotel, and wherever we go, we're escorted everywhere. No visiting the country, which I enjoy doing. I like to see the place. And then when we get home, we got 2 weeks of quarantine when we get back.
Oh, I was good. Yeah, I was just about to ask, what was the process like coming home? So will you be staying any extra time there? Perhaps if there was to be another fight offered, would you stay out there or would you come back?
Oh, I think we have to come back for sure.
Okay.
I don't want to stay away from my family too long, and Kieran doesn't want to stay away from his business. So I think we'll get the fight done, go quarantine, and get back to work.
Yeah. So it's main event, isn't it? What's that like? Is this like one of probably the biggest fight of your career, or maybe I've got that wrong? But it feels like it's such a huge moment for you.
For sure. It's definitely the biggest fight, biggest move in my career. I think there's lots of pressure, but I'm handling it pretty well, you know. I've wanted this fight specifically for a year, so I've been preparing for it physically and mentally, and so yeah.
Could you give me some kind of inkling for the game plan? How are you going to stop this guy? Sam-A, you know, not many have. He's extremely skilled, isn't he?
Yeah, man, he's a bit of a wizard, and he's been in the game for a long time. Since I was 4, he's been fighting. So we're going to... People that don't do well against him, they rush in or they just stay on the outside too long and just get picked apart with kicks and stuff. So I think you have to find a good balance between, like, staying on the outside, but like good pressure without rushing in. And my hands, knees, kicks, clinching, everything sort of improved over the last year working with Kieran and the guys at Muay Thai. So yeah, we want to lots of pressure. He knows it's coming. He knows that I'm going to knee him a lot and kick him a lot. And I have strong hands, so he's prepared for that. But it's harder when you're actually faced with it. And the same goes for me too. Like, I can say all this stuff, but it'll be interesting to deal with it and overcome when I'm actually competing.
I know you probably don't want to look too far ahead, but what would winning that belt mean to you, presumably the pinnacle of your career, and how would it impact your career and your life, not just in the ring, but I know you and Kieran, you have your gym there. How would that change things for you?
Oh, man, I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, but I've been saying for this whole process that I think this fight is bigger than I am. I want this to open doors up for athletes that are here. There's good enough athletes that could go get signed with one, and I want to try and help them out as well. I want to build the sport bigger than it is at the moment. I'd love to be part of the process of bringing one championship to Australia and to Canberra maybe, and having a title defence here. There's endless opportunities and stuff. Getting a win over Sam-A, and just overall like legacy, and just beating a killer would be good.
Yeah, you talk about maybe doing an event in Australia. Another guy on the card, Reece McLaren. You be keeping an eye on that fight. Do you have any kind of friendship with him?
We've talked a little bit on social media and stuff, but I'm looking forward to like meeting and catching up with him. I don't think we've fought on an event together. We talked a little bit, and yeah, we're going to meet each other at the airport, and looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah, it would definitely do good for Australia. Australia's bid for maybe bring an event back if both of you can get a win. Yeah, how long do you think we are off from seeing one venture outside of the cities and the countries it's been mostly holding events in? How far away from coming to somewhere like Australia?
I'm not sure. Chatri has said that there will be an event. There'll be an event one day. I think we just got to build up the athletes a little bit more and just get some more fans in Australia. And that's what I'm trying to do. I want to like rugby league and like other football codes. The athletes here treated like superstars. That's what I want to try and do for Muay Thai and other combat sports.